Welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Lupagus. Here is Onebar. We're going to talk 6 options, really realistic options for Vikings at pick 12. And I think one of these guys is going to be the pick.
Yeah, it is almost go time. Draft is hours away. And I think we all have a real good sense of some potential players that'll be there. And we're going to talk about the 6. If it's outside the 6, I'd be amazed.
We ranked them from 6 to 1. What time? Did you really not know the countdown? Did you have to look at your watch? Did it help?
Yeah, that looks about right.
All right. So, yeah, before we do, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids, hashtag 7,000. We are just like that close to that beautiful hashtag 7,000. I'm sure we'll hit it after day 1 of the draft if we don't hit it before.
Speaking of draft, be sure to join us tailgating before the draft, probably around 5-ish. We're going to be on for an hour, slamming beers, talking draft, having you guys come on. So make sure we're going to do a lot of giveaways, a lot of swag giveaways during that show.
It'll be a fantastic. It'll be one hell of an hour. Maybe even better than the draft itself.
Yeah, I doubt that, but it'll be fun and we'll be getting a nice buzz on. So let's do this. Let's hop into a 6.
Let's start with number 6. Let's start with number 6. Is cornerback Trent McDuffie from Washington. Very, very realistic option for the Vikings. Pretty much if all else fails, Trent McDuffie will be the pick.
Yeah, I see Trent McDuffie as the I'm not going to go there. Trent McDuffie is just kind of best last case resort. And if we get him, be like, all right, we didn't reach. It was a decent pick. We didn't get probably the top-notch guy, but we still got a very good player.
Yeah, he's like the girl you date in high school. Maybe she's not the hottest one out there, but she's nice. She's cute. You like her. And she, she'll work hard. That's what Trent McDuffie is.
Trent McDuffie.
Solid. I mean, there's people who will just bang the table for this guy. I can't get over that size. Not just his height, but his lack of arm length really concerns me. But you love everything else this guy brings to the table. Smart. He can make plays. He can make tackles. He reads the defense well, reads the offense well. He can return punts. So McDuffie, not a bad consolation prize.
Consolation prize. A good one in a draft that doesn't have many of those. So we'll take him. Who's number 5?
Number 5 is wide receiver Garrett Wilson from Ohio State.
Garrett Wilson, the big three. Everybody's wanting a wide receiver at 12. Go back to the glory days of 98. And as much as I love Garrett Wilson pairing him up, there'll never be a big three like 1998. So that pipe dream is over. But Garrett Wilson would be fantastic in this offense. He is ready to roll day 1.
Yeah, and I've really kind of moved over to wide receiver being my, I guess, corner, safety, whatever. My third option as far as Vikings, the way they go at 12, because I think there's going to be a crazy ass run on edge rushers early in this draft. So I'd rather have the 3rd best receiver than the 5th or 6th best edge rusher. So I think Garrett Wilson makes a lot of sense. Smooth route runner, great speed, great hands. He's going to be a playmaker wherever he ends up. Will he get to 12 is the only question.
Yeah, a lot of teams in the top 10 for sure will be looking at wide receiver, but now we're hearing a lot of these teams that could be looking at receiver also looking at offensive line. I think there's gonna be a run on edge rushers, offensive linemen, which could mean a guy like Garrett Wilson falls. And I'm really at a crossroads here, because if Kyle Hamilton is there, it sounds fantastic. But if a receiver like Garrett Wilson is there, and you can get a guy like Brisker or Petrie or one of those top safeties, kind of torn. Just like Natalie Imbruglia.
I'm not at all. We'll talk
Safety
about that later.
At 12 is a big risk, but a guy like Petrie or Brisker or somebody else that you get in round 2 and still get a top receiver.
Remember one time we took a round 2 safety. His name was Tyrell Johnson.
Nobody else had him in round 2. That was not
Mike Mayock did him in round 1. He loved that guy that year.
That was a bad pick in general. So you can't compare it to that.
I can do whatever I want. All right,
Jamison. Not compare him to Jalen Petrie.
I'm just saying, round 2 safeties are no sure thing either. So let's go to pick 4, or number 4 on our list. It's Jamison Williams, another wide receiver from Alabama. Love this guy, his speed, his long, lanky ass arms. This guy is an explosive home run hitter, and he's already way ahead in progress recovering from that torn ACL that he suffered in the championship game. So Jamison Williams in purple gets my parts tingling.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost sad. He puts these videos of him working out already, just looking fantastic. It's going to bump him down a little bit, but I almost think he might go before Garrett Wilson. So these two, I don't know. I mean, either of them would be fantastic at 12, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
No, but I mean, really, one of them could very well be on the board. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Now we are getting to the realm of maybe probably not going to be there, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed. We are hoping against all hope that one of these guys make it to us. We are talking about the golden three, the trifecta. Yeah, I think I like the golden three. That's beautiful. First one,
like
cornerback.
a movie I watched once.
That was the golden shower. I was in it.
Well, that was part of it.
All right. Number 3, cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. from LSU. I'll let you lead this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's we've talked to him. We sound like a broken record. We don't need to really go in what he's good at. It's Derek Stingley. We want him. And as of now, it's starting to seem like more of a pipe dream. 2 weeks ago, it was like 50-50 he'll be there. Now it seems like it's like 85-15 he's going to be there. So we all want him. We'll see. I mean, this and number 2, spoiler alert, who is Kyle Hamilton, is pretty interchangeable for me. But either one would be fantastic.
Oh, I mean, you can really massage any of the golden 3 around. I'll be fine with any of these guys. But yeah, Stingley, you said it. I mean, his stock seems to be flying up right now as we get closer and closer to the draft. If he went 3 to the Texans, I don't think anybody should be surprised. I'll be upset, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
darn it.
I won't say that. I'll say a much dirtier word. Much dirtier. You're right. That's what I'll say. But Stingley, they say his upside is Jalen Ramsey. You get that at pick 12. That is insane value. And speaking of insane value, I went back and watched film on number 2, Kyle Hamilton, and I just don't get it. I don't get why he is considered to be falling down draft boards. I know he ran slow at the combine, ran worse at his pro day, but this guy is so damn good. He's so good in coverage. He's so smart, understands the game, can fly up, make hits. His game speed is way faster than his workout speed. I love everything about Kyle Hamilton. He was always seen as one of the premier prospects in this entire class. I think this is it's a classic case of over analyzation. The fact that he's falling right now, to me, he's one of the best players that you can get in this entire draft class.
He's a safety. That's why he's falling.
It doesn't matter. You wouldn't take Harrison Smith at pick 2 if you had a chance to go back.
We don't have pick 2. We have pick 12.
I was just saying he's number 2 on our list. That's why I said 2. But I mean, Harrison Smith's value, where would you draft him knowing how good he turned out to be?
Well, I mean, we already know what Harrison Smith
brought to the table. This guy has that same type of potential.
All I'm saying is that's why he's falling. Teams are falling in love with these edge rushers, falling with offensive linemen, where safety isn't what a safety used to be 10 years ago in the NFL. Kyle Hamilton is fantastic. There's no doubt about it, but that's why he's falling. He's a safety. So I would love for him to fall. He
can do things other safeties can. I mean, this guy's coverage skills almost having like an extra corner on the field. He's so damn good, so damn smart. So I hope he makes it to 12, and I hope everything we're hearing about him falling is true. My fear, though, is if he's there, we don't take him, I will be very upset.
I don't know. I really like a lot of those round 2 safeties, and that's another reason why his stock is falling. And Mark Barron was once looked at as a beautiful safety as well. And he was taken, 7, 8, 9? I don't know.
And Tyrell Johnson went in round 2.
It's a lot different than the 12th overall pick.
No, he just brought Mark Barron. Felt like I needed to defend
Mark
my boy.
Barron was a first-round safety.
I know
That's
he was.
What Kyle Hamilton's going to be.
Well,
Kyle
you keep saying you like the second-round guys. I'm saying the second-round guys don't always pan out either.
First round, you go for absolute guy who is going to be a stud.
And I feel Kyle Hamilton is one of those guys.
Well, we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if he went in the top 5. I wouldn't be surprised if he went 20.
Yeah, let's go to the number 1 guy on our list. And this is the biggest pipe dream of all, but it is possible, especially if Derek Stingley is the number 1 corner on teams' boards. It's Sas Gardner. Sas Gardner from Cincinnati.
Pipe dream. That's all we got to say, but we got to have him on the list. There's no way in hell this is going to happen ever. Ever. There's no scenario where this will happen, but it's good to have dreams.
Well, it is good to have dreams. And, look at this guy. Was he 6'3", runs like a 4.39 40, just freakish in size, freakish in speed. He gave up 0 touchdowns in college. So Sas Gardner, you talk about a lockdown, shutdown corner. This guy is the definition. He's the picture in the dictionary. And man, imagine getting a guy named Sauce on the Vikings.
What picture is he next to in the dictionary?
He's the pitcher of lockdown, I think is what I said. I don't remember. Yeah,
he is wonderful, but Kobe Bryant owes a lot to Sas Gardner, because the fact that they didn't throw to Sas Gardner, they were throwing at Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant held his own. So spoiler alert, I would really love me some Kobe Bryant in the future rounds. I would love him.
Yeah, for sure. And there's a few guys we didn't mention here. We kind of stayed away from the edge rushers just because we both think there's going to be an early run that's going to really push the value to be just nothing there for the Vikings. We can talk about trade down options. I don't think a quarterback's in play. Linderbaum's definitely not in play either. And lastly, Jordan Davis, I still think he could be an option at pick 12. You're not on that train anymore, but I still think he's a player the Vikings could definitely look at. So
I hope they look at him, say hello.
Hello, Jordan.
Make another pick.
All right, so that is it. That's the top 6 options for Onebar and Lupagus at pick 12. Hopefully, one of these guys ends up in purple. I don't think I mean, how could you not be upset? I mean, how could you be upset if we got any of these guys? They're all amazing talents, potential game changers here.
Nope, I would love it. I'd also like some crazy ass scenario to happen where a Thibodeau falls to us or not. But these are the 6 realistic ones. Let us know in the comments. Realistic option. Who are you hoping for? Subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Booyah.
Hell yeah. All right, remember this, guys. Only female mosquitoes bite. The males are vegetarians.